Hi, hello, and welcome to the Lunar Lounge series brought to you by Vertex dell'Abbondanza, Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the findings for the full moon in Capricorn. I'm a bit confused. I feel like I was sent to the table under duress, Uh, the Lord is on me today. I need to take a breather, but I'm not getting one. So let's fit in here, see what we got going on. When the moon is full in Capricorn, it does mean that we're ending karmic cycles or some kind of karmic cycle is expediting itself, meaning it's graduating, culminating, something of that nature. Yeah, there is some kind of cycle that's either ending or coming to a close. And that's from the other side. So somebody here, well, yeah, something's actually about to manifest. And I think it's freedom. And remember, there's the Lord, hangman. A lot of people think the Lord is the sun. That's actually Jesus. Honestly, I mean, the Lord's been on me all morning, whooping that ass. I'll say it like that. And I'll be honest, I am on one of those Jesus lineages. That's me. So uh, the Lord's my father. Um, the sun came out, and then here's the hangman, La Pesto. So I'm curious what's going on because it does feel like a lot of us, not just me, we're being called into formation. And that's fine, but I don't scramble. I'm not a person that does rushing. My thing with the spiritual world is I will obey all commands and I won't always ask why, but I do sometimes ask what. That's number one. Number two, I can't be rushed, I can't be confused, and I cannot be tired. If those three things happen, I'm gonna stop listening. Um, so it's been interesting to get the response to that this week because I just had to restructure my agreement with the divine. As a light worker, we have a contract, an employment contract. I'm putting that out there for those who need to know. I'm sure to some of you that sounds pompous, and I might even be inclined to agree sometimes. But let's get in here, fit in here, see what we got going on. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It's an honor and privilege to have you and to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. And if anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, single donation. Let us begin. So this hangman is talking about the boundaries that have been on our life and our covenant too, this Five of Swords. We've been spiritually protected, but what's really been protected is the covenant on our life. Five of Swords with this Sette di Bastioni, valor. The Seven of Wands. The names are cut out at the bottom. Yeah, Bastione Sette is seven of Sette di Bastione. That's seven of fire, seven of wands, seven of baton. So there's some kind of protection going on, and it's the Ade, the HOC, the patriarchal ancestors. Okay, because we're the Holy Grail. Our heart is pure, and that's the vehicle and the vessel through which the design both comes, leaves, and manifests. And actually, we've reached spiritual perfection in the sense of like we're healed enough to be a ministering angel. So the universe kind of works through us. So we are the ground floor for which the spiritual realms can come through, pull through. So if the moon is full in Capricorn, that typically talks about a karmic cycle ending. I'm curious to see what that is, because this just came in with divinity out the gate. And this message is coming at me under duress. I did not have a choice but to come to the table. I wasn't planning on doing a video in the AM today because I've scheduled all the videos for the rest of the week. So, and I did purposely not rush myself with the Lunar Lounge because it hasn't been a consistent thing. And I've been really enjoying the Daily Tarot Buffet and the Oracle Council. So let's get in here, darling. You know, where we're heading right now is our destiny was delayed with the Hangman, La Stella, the star. Our destiny was delayed because this is, it is spirit, karma, life path, destiny, but it's also in any Cavale di Copa, any Knight of Cups, any knight is spirit, karma, life path, destiny. So this is driving forward with an open heart, Knight of Cups. And then La Stella means the star, would mean spirit, karma, life path, destiny, according to hope, faith, optimism, bigger, brighter, and better, being guided by faith, not by sight. And then this morning, when I was meditating and sitting counsel to come here, I was receiving instructions, rather strict instructions. It was the lion spirit, you know, the one that's the I don't want to say Baphomet because it's not true, but the lion / mermaid, that one. The one on the mermaid on the SBUX cup. Okay, for those who know the ticker. Okay, so that's just what I'm getting. Maybe our heart is opening because something's finally clear. So there's an emergence, an epiphany. We might actually even have a vision with the star and the 10 of swords like that. We might even have a vision because I'm feeling like some of us might even see God working through our lives and around us because we've kind of ascended in spiritual rank. So we're now what's called Purusha Avatara. We're one of the attendants to the Lord, to the divine. We kind of are a keeper of humanity, whether we know it or not, whether we agree or not. Those who are on an ascended path, a light worker's path, that's what I'm getting. Let me pull some oracles, or let me get the oracle decks ready to pull. Sorry, I was gonna take some time to myself today, and I'm not being allowed to do that. So I'm prepared, and I don't do rushing. Like I don't do the scrambling. I'm not an operator anymore, so I don't need to like have a go bag, you know? Where them cards be, yo? Perdon, perdon. Permiso. Scusi. Okay. Okay, darling, let's get in here. Get this done. That's not gonna work. This box is too big. Here's the oracles. We'll pull them at the end. Oh no, we just pull one now. Doy. Doy. And how do you save someone that doesn't need saving? Yeah, so I'm just hearing it's everybody has an anthem song. This is my anthem song. I actually don't know the words. It's the music in the background. Um, unconditional love, shining gratitude. Okay, so we actually are moving into our elderhood, even if we're 17. Um, what's happening is we're having to let go of all of the bondage of humanity so that we can serve humanity. And I don't know how to back that up yet, so let me just continue on. But I'll go ahead and read the sermon for this. Let go. And this is number 19. So this is Christ consciousness. And we opened right up to it. So this is from Nadia Anastasia's Cosmic Activation Cards for the Soul. And by the way, darling, it is an honor and a pleasure to serve you. I'm not begrudging my purpose here or my mission here upon the earth. I'm just, I'm behind on my house chores and this is my day off, or so I thought. So I was gonna give the kitties some extra cuddles, sleep in an extra hour, take me a longer bath, have a gingerly walk through the park with a little baguette and some fruit or a parfait or something. I was gonna enjoy my day off, you know, catch up on my house chores. And that's not what's happening. So I'm a little disoriented, pardon me. Okay, so it's time to relinquish your need to control and let the leaves fall as they may. Okay, well, I'm telling on myself. Just catch my breath for a minute. Can you keep up? Ooh, the boy, let me catch my breath. Okay. All right. Okay, Lord. Okay, Baba. I'm just gonna be obedient. Okay, so if you have drawn this card, my darling, it is time to relinquish your need for control and release your tight grip on how you think the world and everyone in it should be. Letting go is an emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental process of releasing yourself to the universal spirit of love. That's Christ consciousness. Christ is love incarnate. It's everybody's heart chakra combined. That's Christ. God is everybody's higher mind combined. So that the aggregate of all living beings' consciousness is God. The aggregate of every living being's love is Jesus. Okay. For some reason, that's relevant. Let's keep going. Letting go is an emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental process of releasing yourself to the universal spirit of love. It is giving up your need to control the outcome of every situation and the control of people you hold most dear. This period can be challenging in many ways, and Spirit asks you to have faith. Have faith that the universe will guide you and send forth the outcomes that are needed for your journey. Something in me wants to scream. I'm having a personal experience and I just want to argue. I want to get my finger out and wag. I want to get my little Jerry Springer black girl and roll my neck like a chicken head. I want to get crunk, uppity. Okay, yeah, this period definitely can be challenging in many ways, and Spirit asks you to have faith. Your faith that the universe will guide you and send forth the outcomes that are needed for your journey. We understand that you have been this way for a long time, and the need to control stems from youth when hurt, disorder, and instability was felt. I'm just trying to soothe myself, really. I don't look to external things to whatever or what have you. Spirit understands your need for caution, but holding on and controlling every aspect of life is taking its toll. Hanging on so tightly does not bring the outcomes you desire. Instead, it serves to repel all that you cling so tightly to. Well, that actually is true. Your soul longs to be free and to dance through the winds of change. If you deny this part of you the freedom to play, the universe will send the right situation or person to help unlock the free-spirited child in you. This may come at a time not suited to your plans and may leave you feeling vulnerable and confused. Dear one, it is time to let go. Letting go of your need to control will set you and others free. The prayer here is, Great Spirit, please give me the strength to let, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm distracted. I want to call somebody on the phone and get some guidance. Okay, Great Spirit, please give me the strength to let go all that I cling to, divinely guide my thoughts, words, and action with love and understanding. The associated chakra is the solar plexus. Yeah, I don't like feeling out of control. I don't need to be in control, but when I feel dysregulated, when I feel like I'm swinging from limb to limb, when I feel like I'm just caught in the current and I'm being knocked around, I'm gonna whip out a weapon and commit a felony. Just saying. I will arm myself and I'll be going to jail. Yes, I would go 0 to violent in under 60 seconds. Unfortunately, I don't like that energy pulling at me all the time, and that's what it feels like. But this I'm fine with. The Tower card, sometimes things are getting torn down because it's. But this is the eye of God, to be honest. The Tower card is the eye of God. And this is my spiritual initiation too, so I kind of should know better. What I'm getting, and the reason I'm sharing some personal goodies, I'm spilling my own tea, is because I feel like we're being restructured violently because some of us are a little bit slow with the accumulation of the ascension. And myself personally, I'm a late bloomer. So it's not that I don't have spiritual consciousness, it's that the human side is slow. That's just what I'm getting. So I don't know what's going on here. It feels like some of us are having a rude awakening. We'll see because the Tower and the Three of Swords talk about rude awakenings. So we'll see what that means. Honestly, right now, I don't want to work. I just want to go get a smoothie with some green juice or something. So something's being worked out and we're being worked on because this is sometimes when the angels intervene, you'll see the Three of Pentacles. And unfortunately, it's true. It's confirmed with this Tower card. We all call that Mars, but I call the Tower Saturn conjunct Uranus. For me, it's Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is very painful, and I don't know why, but I'm in my feelings. I can't even stop spilling my own tea, as you can see. Let's keep going. Our heart is being forced open as well. I can detect that, but it's a healing situation. Unfortunately, this is Chiron. This is the Ascended Master Chiron. It's Lord Hyagriva. So it's the restorer God. It's the God that restores. And it's happening violently. Okay, so it is something that is like finally over, and it's the lack of awareness that we have a coveted position. We're actually elite in terms of spiritual community. We're elite. We're like the celebrities of the spiritual community, and it might not be upon the earth. It might be in heaven where they're all like, yeah, that's my girl. Yeah, that's my disciple. Yeah, I'm that soul's ascended master. That's what I'm getting. It's like those proud parents at the child recital, and they're just like in the bleachers. My baby, oh my god, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Um, okay, so now I understand because this is the prickly. This is the prickly here. I'm hearing the word furrowed brows, bristle, furrowed brow. Okay, so firstly, somebody here may be a Gemini moon. We could have, yeah, somebody here is also Gemini rising or Sagittarius rising. More likely a Gemini rising. We also have Aquarius rising here. Excuse me. Do you have Gemini rising or Leo rising? Gemini rising, Leo rising, Pisces rising. Mars in Capricorn. Because this elderhood that we're finally stepping into is about giving unconditional love to humanity as a wise counsel. We're actually being enshrined, like getting some kind of appointment, like I just heard the word, we're getting appointed as a celestial judge. But this is not in spiritual court. It's something down here upon the earth. We're like a watcher of some kind. I'm just hearing my little anthem. It's Save Me by Miagos. I don't know. Milagros. Miangos and Aaron Sevilla. Migangous. Miagos. Save Me is the name of the song. So what I'm getting is that we had detached for some time for some reason because it was just crunk out there. And, it was the jungle. Nobody was coming to save us. So we saved ourselves. But, since our enemies got closer to awaken us, we also grew colder, unfortunately. And I just heard the word frigid, bichiku, bitch, penteja. And, all right. Well, the Ice Queen once loved and then was betrayed. That's the thing. Or something was, yeah, betrayed. Usually it's because she was deceived or she lost something and she's now living in austerity, not physical austerity, but she's still starved of love in some kind of way, perhaps because she's closed herself off and she's not allowing it. Okay, well, let's keep going. There's that Three of Swords. How do you save someone who doesn't need saving? They're already saved is the secret, number one. And number two, return them to the mission. They need to remember why they came here. They need to remember that their life is sacred and they need to find some inspiration. That's what I'm getting. My guidance. Okay, so we're an elder of the soul group. So amongst other light workers, we are a light worker to other light workers. So that's the beginning of the cycle for us. The collective watching right now, that'll make me feel so much better. I'm gonna go on a walk and have a smoothie. That'll be my self-care for the day. Yeah, because something is emerging from the dark. Somebody might have their sun in Taurus. Somebody might have their sun in Pisces. We also have somebody they can have their Venus in Scorpio, they can have their Venus in Pisces, but also somebody here is a Taurus rising. So you have Taurus sun, Taurus rising, Taurus Mercury. Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Pisces. Mars in Pisces. So one more time. Taurus rising, Taurus Mercury, Sun in Taurus, Mars in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, Virgo rising, especially if you have Mercury in Virgo and your Virgo rising. That would mean Mercury is exalted in your first house. there is a culmination, completion, and love is trying to come through, and they need our heart to be open, and they need this to be on purpose, because we don't need to attract somebody that's not living a light worker life as well. We need another chosen seed. So that's also why they're laying it on thick with this very strict guidance, because if we don't do this, we're not going to get the thing that they know we really want, which is love. Because more changes are on the way in order for us to hold on to our spiritual inheritance. And we're already kind of arguing with that. There's a lot more things to confront. So we need to be comfortable with going to the depths of our soul on a regular basis. So we need to be that wounded healer. We need to use our wounds in order to shape and structure kind of like the treatment plans that we give to people, because our wounds is going to eventually be the medicine that we give to others. Okay, so remember these cards came out before. This is a full manifestation cycle, Sun and the I said Sun and the Mercury. So this is a full this is a full gosh, this is a full manifestation cycle. I'm getting so much. The downloads, when the gate opened like that, download doors within doors, doors, doors. This is the gateway to the divine Eden. This is the gate that they travel into the physical field. This is the dimensional barrier and frequency. And then this is the doors within doors within doors, portals within portals within portals, windows within windows within windows, rooms within rooms, rooms within rooms. And then something is aligning. Justice, spiritual justice is here. We're finally coming to the right space for them to push us over the edge into the finish zone, the promised land even. So we finally figured out our self-worth and value. We finally figured out who we are, what we are, and we're finally beginning to receive our spiritual inheritance, because we've been sitting in the energy of our celestial endowment, and that's been rewriting, restructuring us. It's like they gave us a future piece of technology, and we were sitting there with this technology in our hand for a couple of cycles, and we didn't know what to do with it. And finally, they gave us that little upgrade so we could use that technology. And we needed to kind of change our feelings about what was going on, not get out of what was going on. Until we decided to look at things differently, we weren't going to see a lot of change, because we were trying to get out of our situation, our circumstances, but we really needed to look at our circumstances differently. This is what I'm getting. Excuse me, this is distracting. Perdón. Chandi, what are you doing? The cat's getting into something. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay. She likes to go through my trash can and play with my used Q-tips. I don't understand. She's really into my pheromones or body odor or whatever. She sleeps on my workout clothes. She's crazy. Okay, so like I was saying, like doors within doors, portals within portals. So the gate's opening here, something of that nature, you know. We've been dealing with a lot of truth, rude awakening even, but it's not the facts themselves that we don't like, it's how we feel about the facts. The answer is not going to change when the facts change, because we know what everything is, we know what the facts are. The answer is going to change when our feelings change. So there's enlightenment, growth, vitality, renewal, because there's healing and expansion of some kind. And it's a cycle of growth. We're going on a season of yes from now on, as long as we're incarnated as the thing that we were born to be incarnated as. And we just have that Three of Swords, Re de Spade. Okay, so the Three of Swords is the combination of these two energies. So we're just getting everything that I say, the next round gets backed up. It's been that way the whole entire time. Let me tell you something I'm going to tell on myself too. For my spiritual children out there, whenever I'm fighting uphill like I was this morning, it means that I'm about to get exactly what I want if I surrender. Because the universe, for me personally, I'm blessed that way. They will let me take the will. So the few times where they tell me to get in the passenger seat, it means that whatever I manifest myself is going to be a third of what the universe would be able to manifest. I hope that's relevant for you, because I feel awkward sharing my tea so much. This is not a video about me. But I don't have my channeling hat on. I'm reading cards kind of like as a human right now, not as a mermaid. That's very rare. I always come in here out of body. Yeah, darling. So yeah, we completed the cycle. We achieved, we accomplished, we achieved, we accomplished. We came into balance, alignment, and into union. We had a jackpot, and we were restored in some kind of way. And we're kind of uppity, a little bit bold, but audacious, blazing even. We're feeling secure in the self, but what's happening now is they want us to work with external energies. They want us to be a portal for the divine and a portal to the divine. And we're like, okay, but it took me a very long time to become this tranquil little hoe. Why do you want me to mix my energy with the swamp people? And they're like, because more blessings come that way. Your cup will runneth over that way. Okay, so normally I channel as a mermaid, but today I'm channeling as a unicorn. Okay, that's my partner energy. It's not my energy. Normally my partner energy. Okay, and it's an aha moment. Remember I said we got the call, we got the sign, we saw the sign. That was that Ten of Swords was telling me that before. Because we were on the fence and decisive, but really what it was is that we were blocking things because our heart was closed, because we were overwhelmed. Our mind was outpacing our heart. And that was okay until it was going to take us off the path. And then boom, there was some mechanism that locked into place. An alert went off. That was what the beginning of the reading was, that Seven of Swords with that, excuse me, Sette de Bastioni, Seven of Wands, Cinque di Spade, that's the Five of Swords. So that Five of Swords, Seven of Wands in the beginning, that was an alert to a trigger that went off. An alarm bell was sounding, because we were stepping just out of the vibration that would have made us not on that divine path. And the Lord was not having that. Not ni guahapa. Okay, Baba. Hi, Baba. Sai, Baba. Hello, le dulo. Hello, le du. Okay. Hello, le dulo. Hello, le du. I'm sorry, I'm Budun. Please forgive me. Okay, so now that we're put back on the path, because we were, they needed to protect us from something. That's when the Page of Wands comes out sometimes as well. Because their feelings here are feeling secure in the self, and feeling on path, on purpose. That's what, oh, that was the thing about alignment. That's we couldn't leave the path where we were fulfilled and on purpose. They were not going to allow us to not feel that way, period. 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 Okay. Pardon, pardon. Excuse me. I'm slightly unprepared to work today. Normally I'd be less sloppy, darling. Will you work with me? Will you forgive me? Thank you. Okay. We start here, but she's talking. La Berechiche, the Empress. So the Empress is the material side of spiritual affairs. And she's saying, okay, so the seeds that are being planted, the groundwork that's being laid, is to expand our bodacious, audacious mission upon the earth. We're journeying through the earth to transmute attack, to transmute kaka, to transmute hellfire into the vestal flame. Well, that is very beautiful. But I know that's the chosen one's path, and that's also very painful. To come here and to turn poison into medicine, to turn mess into message, to turn test into testament, that is the path of the chosen. And it's easier said than done. And it sounds so sparkly, but that ish hurts. To be misunderstood, to be mistaken, to be misused, to be mistreated, to be misjudged, to be misperceived, that ish hurts, especially when you're a walking heart chakra, when all you want to do is love. That ish hurts. So, aha. It's the pressure that builds diamonds. Because we've gone the dark night of the soul. We've gone on a journey to the depths of our subconscious. And we've done that work, and we mastered that, actually. So no wonder why we keep getting blessed. No wonder. Oh, and so people try to attack what we have coming towards us because they think that we're blessed unnecessarily. That's a message that's been consistent this past week. Let me just pull a quick oracle on that. Yeah. Ro, Ilardo. Here. So people close to us as well, they buddy up to us to discover things. And this is a message that is somebody in the group. It's somebody in the group, somebody that has access to us. They're looking and budding up and counting, inventorying, taking an accounting of our assets, of our blessings, of our gifts, to see what they can pillage and plunder. And see, the Lord knows in the long term that somebody wants to take things from us, and that they have this ego, la superbia, peacocking, that they have this, you got a big ego. Yeah, but they can't back it up. We talk like this because we can back it up, but they can't back up no nothing. La Constanza, they're consistently bottom dwelling, bottom feeders. But they'll buddy up to us. Okay, so part of this attack, part of this needing to be protected is that we were stuck in a bad place. Okay. Some people be around Come on now. With the fingers, you know I got this. What you doing? You can't mess with me. I got the sleight of hand. I am the sleight of hand. Stop. I don't do devil mess. Leave me alone. Excuse me. I bet you the devil's about to come. Um, I was cursing at the rebuke, rebuke, rebuke. Okay, what mama got? Let me tell you. We have done the work. We've invested in ourselves, and it's paying off. But we're at the very beginning. It's like I have investment things, and I don't need to talk about those because it has to deal with months and months of zeros. Here's what I can say on the short term, and this sounds kind of pompous, forgive me. You know, sometimes when you're investing and it's like let's just talk about like a high yield savings account. It's weird because like a couple $100s, a couple $1,000, it doesn't really grow fast. But the moment we get to a million or the moment we get to a couple zeros, every single month you see that interest come in and it's like, wow. It's like the magic actually happens further on down the line. And in the beginning, it looks kind of stupid. It looks kind of silly. It looks kind of mediocre. It looks kind of like an amateur's game. What's another example? Like going to the gym. Like when you first go to the gym, your muscles hurt, your muscles ache, and some people even get sick. Why? Because their muscles are burning a little bit of fat and the toxins are stored in the fat cells. And so the first thing that happens is their body starts flushing toxins. And so you're like, oh, I'm working out, I'm getting sick, this sucks, I don't feel great, let me stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. And so this Nine of Swords, a lot of people around us want to make us suffer because they don't understand why we're being blessed. But honey, sweetie, homie, darling child, blessings come from lessons and lessons come from testaments. So like if you don't have experience and if you're getting blessed and it's not from the Lord, those are not really blessings. Those are lures and temptations from the enemy. So we're under attack. People are literally thinking that they know the right way to attack our blessings because they don't want to see things grow and expand. They see us about to get more blessings. And they see us having our cup runners over or having the universe work in co-creation, collaboration, cooperation with us. And they're like, why you, why you? Buddy boy, because I'm willing to go to the depths of my soul. I'm willing to have that dark night of the soul. I'm willing to be tested in the fire, and I'm willing to come out with flying and passing with flying colors. And listen, they can't do the same thing. So somebody is guilty of something. They're guilty of something. They're guilty of something. And the part that we're guilty of is giving to whatever's not working. But there's somebody around us here that, yeah, see, we're going to have a separation. The bubble's going to be burst. The wool's going to be snatched from our eyes because we have a lot of spiritual strength, but also somebody around us is feeling entitled, and it's a long con. So they have access to us. There's that devil I was telling you about. So the little brother's talking about that there's a hidden enemy around us, and they're masterful. They're tactical, surgical. Does that make sense? Swiftly, aggressively, surgically, tactically, without regard for your feelings or well-being. Well, dang. The unadulterated audacity to come in and think you can knock my sandcastle over because you don't have your own. Bitch, go wait in line, take a number and wait in line. Not to attack me, but to learn something. Somebody thinks they have the perfect strategy to tear us down, tear us apart. And see, the truth though is that they're being given more rope. That's it. They might think that they're getting purchased a little franchise in order to launch or levy some attack. Actually, honey, what you're being given is more rope. because there's about to be an ego death here or a transformation. And this is the end of conflict, but to be honest, it does also mean inevitable conflict. With Ilardo, it means that, okay, let me make that. So these are people that have personal access to us, and it's a long time in coming. It can be a nasty mama, mamita. So it could be auntie as well, older sister, somebody female, older, elder. Because la senora, the situation, the cycle is fully matured. And we've been stuck there for a while. So I do feel like it might have worked. They might have been our test, and we passed with flying colors, and the situation turned. So they put us under a lot of pressure, not realizing that we were just going to come out like a diamond. They tried to bury us, but they didn't realize we were a seed. So whatever they did to us, it actually elevated us, and they're not happy about that. And now they're like looking at us like, oh my gosh, what's up? What's up? And they're sitting there in silence waiting. They're like, okay, when's it gonna happen? When are you gonna fall? When are you gonna cry? When are you gonna suffer? I need to see it. Oh, you need to go find something to do. That's what you need to do. You need to get up out of here. That's what you need to do. Somebody's entitled. That's the stat. Somebody's entitled. The devil with the 9 of Wands. This is somebody who's entitled. They're trying to enter our spot. They want to take over. That's it, darling. They want to take over. And it's that's that right there. Um, and it's some kind of trickster or liar, mentirosa, liar. But like I said before, it's a long con with the 7 of Swords, but they're a hidden enemy about to become a known enemy. Didn't it start with the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Wands? So we were being protected from somebody that was an enemy. So the 5 of Swords is the open enemy, 7 of Swords is the hidden enemy. 5 of Swords, 7th house, 7 of Swords, 6th house, open enemy versus hidden enemy. You talk like this, but you can back it up. Yeah, I'm hearing that. I know that's Beyonce, but I'm actually not too familiar. My favorite song for her, First, Forever, and Always, is Me, Myself, and I. Forever and for always, I will just be in love with her first album. You know that, There are 2 songs though. Me, Myself, and I and Speechless. Those are my 2 songs, and that's about where I start and end. Um, in terms of my current knowledge of, Bay, I know she has a whole hive and she's all that and then some. I'm sorry, I just haven't been with it. So we have 2 sevens here. This is a warning, a trigger. Remember what I said in the beginning? An alert went off, an alarm went off. So if we were to get our way, we would be in danger of losing our divinity because somebody was trying to tempt us this whole time into the dark. Somebody here can have Mars and Capricorn. Somebody here can have definitely has Mars and Capricorn, but they could also be a Capricorn rising. Somebody here might have their moon or sun in Aquarius. Saturn in Taurus. There's an ego death. This enemy is about to be shredded, cleared away. They're being allowed to make one final move because they're not listening to their warnings. Okay, and we're done because the moon finally came out here. High Priestess is the moon. Yeah, so we have strength, courage, and wisdom, emotional fortitude. Okay, we've overcome our shadow nature, and that's just the thing. So we're not really easy to fall into temptation. And this is a rude awakening for someone because now all that evil that they did, they're going to end up reporting to our throne. And they are the ones that enshrined our absolute authority. We would not have achieved that level without going through whatever caca they'd put upon us. That's karma. Sorry, it's for them. That's how it goes. It'd be like that sometimes, player. You had all these orchestrations, machinations, collaborations, all these tactics and strategies to tear me up, tear me down, tear me apart. And all you did was elevate me and lift me. And that's going to be seen now. So they've created a golden goose because we started from the bottom. Now here, this is the one that starts. This is the summer that starts out on the fields, and then they become then they become one of the bosses. They literally secured our position by doing what they did. And they gave us stability foundation when that's not what their intention was. 2 4s here. So we move into another cycle. So again, of course, it didn't go the way that we wanted. Of course, we needed to let go of control because things were going on that we couldn't perceive. But look what it did, gran signore. It made us, yeah, see, remember I was saying this is a female doing to us, and they're probably a mother, an auntie, a sister, a friend. They're older, and we can be related to them. La casa. Yeah, so everything's good for us now. This message was transmitted and it's from the ancestors. But we were kind of knucking a bit with because God was trying to reroute our steps, guide our steps, and we were like, but, just spit out the petulosia. Like we were fixated on doing things a certain way or going a certain direction, and where we were heading was towards muerte. You know, it wasn't going to work, and He was trying to return us to the path. Okay, our ship is trying to come in. First of all, we need to be of the energy. And second of all, the pie in the sky, what is gran consolazione? Yeah, consolazione. It's we were only going to get a consolation prize instead of the grand consolation, the big win. So what am I getting here? We were guided towards the goal. This is the goal. Denari has many meanings, but this is the goal. And you see, this enemy that we had, they knew the whole time, but they thought we were foolish and stupid. They thought we had golden retriever energy, and we were just a friend to all, and it wasn't gonna work that way. They thought if I hold on, I'll join in whatever you're getting. They thought that if they held on, they would join in whatever we were about to achieve, which was this. But the thing was is that every once in a while they would have a bad heart. Every once in a while, the jealousy would notify the divine. La alegría, delirante la alegría, it's not the right type of heart. Allegrezza al cuore is the joy of the heart. This is fake joy. It's because they're drinking. And they're always going to come back, but they're never going to be, their modus operandi, domestico, the way they move is opportunistic. Remember I was saying allegrezza al cuore. Their only real joy is from getting handouts. And see, we've been bound to them. And that's gonna end. Morde, prigione, it's gonna end. And see, weird, la 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 la, can't hear you. We were just really kind of in a pie in the sky. We didn't know. We didn't know. So no wonder they're talking about that Save Me song. Do it again, come save me. Do it again, come save me. So we did need to be saved by the divine because we were heading towards illness. What we were going about, how we were handling things, we were going to end up in a stuck place, a sunken place. Because this person wanted to make us either not receive what we were going to receive, or they wanted a piece of what we were going to receive. And I'm saying a person, but it's a general energy of the enemy. So we were really going up against the devil. And listen, the moon is full in Capricorn. Full moon means the end of a cycle that's been going on for 6 months to a year. And then Capricorn means karmic cycle. So we're end of a karmic cycle. Conflict, this is not the right person. We can't be around. And listen, I'm saying person, I'm anthropomorphizing this energy. It doesn't have to be one person. It could be a bunch of people. But the ones to really watch out for are people that had close proximity to us in youth, or that knew us in the time when we were more pliable, when we were kind of naive. It doesn't even have to be a family member. If they'd known us for several years, they would have saw us at the beginning, and they would have saw us where we are now, and something about that they didn't like. They thought they were better than us, and they realized that they weren't. Difference, dispute, quarrel. These are people that don't want to see us get blessed because they're spiritually impoverished. They're spiritually impoverished. Okay, they're not learning their life lessons. This is actually where they are. They want us trapped just like them, and they're going to destroy our blessings if they don't think we're going to share them with them. I need to go. It's been a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything I said, darling, resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a and send a donation. Purchase of abundance to the Galactic Temple of Ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. Again, my name was Serene Priestess Abossi. I was your oracle today. We deliberated our findings from La Vida Sibila by Los Scarabello and the Panther Oracle by Mr. Daishishta. And we imposed the guidance from Nadia Anastasia's Cosmic Activation Cards for the Soul and the Thought Tarot by Aleister Crowley, Lady Frida Harris. Take good care until we meet again, until we read again. Namaste, Dandavat, and Ashe. Sayonara, Das Vidanya, Avidazain. Ciao, arrivederci. Adios. Au revoir.